everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WC Reader, and welcome back to my channel. Consider this my ultimate fall guide. I love fall. So my birthday is the 1st of October, so I just love the fall season. I love the cozy sweaters, I love the comfy foods, I love eating and drinking apple and pumpkin things, I love cinnamon. I like being cooler, definitely. I'm not a huge summer fan. The only thing that's great about summer, in my opinion, is the extra daylight. Overall, I just feel like fall is definitely more my vibe. Now, fall can be hit and miss for me some years. I will say that last year, for like quite a few weeks, there was a bit of a damper on fall. I didn't love that. And fall of 2024 was pretty good. I would say fall of 2023 was my worst time ever. So, like I said, fall can definitely be hit or miss, but I just love getting into the spirit of the season, and I wanted to share with you some things that I will be looking forward to watching, reading, makeup that I love to play with during fall, because y'all know I love to give y'all a little bit of a look, and I just love playing around with makeup. It's just a fun way for me to be creative, and then I have some little activity things too. So I love giving away books to the kids, and I am so grateful that I do have this platform where I get offered a lot of great children's books. And I actually got a really cool Summerween package recently with a lot of great picture books. So the kids in my life, I'm splitting these books between them. They are going to get these fun fall stories, but I wanted to share them with you guys because I know some of y'all have kids, or some of y'all have nieces and nephews, and you might want to give them something to read. It's Duck and Goose, Honk, Quack, Boo. This is by Tad Hills. And I just thought that this looks super adorable. And the cool thing about it too is that it comes with stickers. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys the stickers. Yeah, so I know exactly who I'm gonna give this to, and I think he'll love it. But that is one of the Duck and Goose book series books. Cool, because it's actually a Summerween story. We are seeing Summerween become more of a thing every year in pop culture. So it started as this thing on Gravity Falls, and it's just grown so much. And at first I was a little bit skeptical about it. I'm like trying to stay within the seasons, but I think it's fun to embrace, specifically if summer isn't feeling like your jam. Like, especially this year, I wasn't really into the summery vibe. I was into darker things. I was thinking of cozy things. I was thinking of cooler weather. So this is like a nice mishmash of both. I think this is super cute for the kids. And then this is The Haunted Playground by R.J. Palacio and Brett Helquist. This looks super spooky, and I think this is just like a fun kiddie horror. And this one was very unique. It's To Knit a Ghost, and it's by Z.B. Asterplume and Heather Brockman Lee. And it is about a crafty witch knitting a ghost, and it actually even gives instructions on how to knit the ghost along with like the pattern, and I thought that was really unique. I know that my niece was learning a little bit how to knit in school, and it is a craft that a lot of people are teaching their younger kids now, so I thought that was pretty neat. One thing I love about being in this space is that I get the opportunity to read a variety of different books, and sometimes publishers send them to me, and I get to read them and share all my thoughts with you guys. And these are some new releases from some BIPOC authors that are coming out in time for fall, and I definitely plan on reading all of them. Now, will I read all of them before the end of fall? Hopefully. I'm not quite sure. because I still do have to put together my fall TBR, but there's so many great sounding ones here that I'm excited about. So I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this author's name. I think it's Leopoldo Gut, and this is Rooted. There's nothing wrong with Aurora. A successful art lawyer, she has returned to Mexico to celebrate a recent campaign for the repatriation of stolen artifacts, in particular a mysterious statue of an Aztec god, the Flayed One. But Mexico City isn't as she remembered. Nothing is. Elements of her past hint at darkness and power, and reality begins to crack and warp the streets. There's nothing wrong with Aurora. As Aurora's sanity unravels, she must pry apart her family's secrets and accept the simplest of truths. The Flay One cannot stay buried. So this is from Tor Nightfire, and they are Tor's horror division. Night of Madness by Ryan Douglas. Mara knows how fear works. The daughter of a horror movie fanatic, she spent her life watching characters survive blood-soaked nightmares. But watching terror and living it are two very different things. When washed-up horror movie director Jack Stanley announces a televised competition inside an abandoned asylum, it's clear he intends to make a comeback. Mara doesn't expect to be chosen. She isn't famous. She just needs the money and maybe proof she's meant for more than the dull job slowly grinding her down. 5 influencers enter the asylum. By morning, one of them will win $100,000. Each contestant is given a panic button. Press it and you're out. Mara tells herself she'll never touch it. But once the doors close, she quickly realizes the scares aren't staged, and the man running the show seems far more interested in toying with her than entertaining the millions tuning in to see blood. As the night wears on, Mara and the others are forced to confront what they are willing to sacrifice to survive. Inside Jack's game, the asylum doesn't care who deserves to live, only who refuses to quit. Dreamweaving by O.O. Sanguyomi. Deja Freeman comes from a long line of witches, each one ushered into the magical web by a woman before her, only she was never woven in. After her mother's death, Deja's aunt sought to protect her from the complications of magic. But when Deja enrolls at the prestigious Tanglewood Preparatory School, her mother's alma mater, she finds herself walking the same perilous path that got her mother murdered. Straight A student Toby Akundayo is set on becoming Tanglewood's junior class president, despite the institutional prejudices rooted deeply within the school. But her life keeps throwing curveballs, including strange, disturbing dreams that Tanglewood's newest student seems to share. Each dream is a piece of complicated puzzle, but one thing lies at the center: the mysterious disappearance of Tanglewood's first black female student. Joined by a motley crew of friends, the girls must work together to untangle the school's dark history before the administration, or something far more sinister, catches up with them. Forged in Fire, edited by Devon Sanders. Forged in Fire showcases the extraordinary talent and innovation of contemporary black science fiction and fantasy. Coinciding with the 10th anniversary of Fire magazine of black speculative fiction, this collection of 18 stories features tales from mainstays of genre fiction, alongside the dynamic, groundbreaking work of several of Fire's most promising newcomers, from pop-up funeral homes between worlds to magical healing silks, from second chance afterlives to creepy sinister dolls, and from kind-hearted killing machines to a vampire with a conscience. These stories of science fiction, fantasy, and horror are unlike anything you have read before. Hopeful, defiant, glorious, and joyful, Forged in Fire is a landmark celebration of everything black speculative fiction has to offer. So this one is coming out with Tor.com, and I was looking through it and I recognized most of the black authors in here, so that is very good. And having read most of their work, I think I'm going to have a good time. Love, Witches, and Wahala by Christine Cohen. In Kamulu Lane, NECA is a witch grappling with an ancient family curse. Find her soulmate or risk all the witches of Kamlu Lane losing their powers forever. In a desperate attempt to force fate's hand, NECA brews a love potion, but chaos erupts when the potion is accidentally added to NECA's famous Puff Puffs, causing every man who eats them to fall in love with her, except Dakuru, the handsome architect determined to reshape Kamlu Lane. Though NECA feels an undeniable connection with Dakuru, she knows falling for a human could doom them both. But Dakuru is no ordinary man, and it's clear he is associated with magic in some way. As their connection grows, NECA needs to figure out if Dakuru is the key to breaking her curse and restoring balance to Kamlu Lane before its future is lost forever. So this one is by Orbit. Dreamland by Olivia Blake. The headlines are calling it the summer of exsanguination in LA. Girls are being murdered, the Santa Ana winds are blowing a strange energy into the city, and all signs point to fire season. More pressing for Anya Morris, though, is the drudgery of living at home. Working part-time at the family store and contending with her mother's disdain for the acting career Anya knows she's destined for, but feels more impossible by the day. It's in this suffocating late summer heat that Anya receives a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, an invitation to work for the DeWitt family, one of LA's most influential film dynasties. Soon she's spending her days and nights at their strange villa high in the Hollywood Hills, where she meets Jude, a recluse who is both the family's heir apparent and its most closely guarded secret. There's a magnetism to Jude that Anya cannot resist, despite warning signs that scream like sirens in the night, because the villa holds generations of blood-stained history and a cult family curse that may even live within its walls or within Jude himself. In this city, everyone cuts a deal with the devil. When Anya comes face to face with a devil of her own, she'll learn just how far she's willing to go to get everything she's ever wanted. So this is another one from Tor, and cool gothic, perfect for late summer transitioning into fall. So moving on from fall new releases, I have been really into being more creative in the kitchen the past couple of years, and I've been trying new recipes, and I've been falling in love with cookbooks. And my sister actually got me this one, Everything's Good, and it's by Tony Chapman, who is the creator of The Moody Foodie. I have actually made one of her recipes before. She has this great style, which is like a mix of soul food and Puerto Rican food, and she does comfy and cozy meals, which I love. And my goal for fall is to really crack this one open and try a few recipes in it. I also got a new coloring book that I'm excited to open. This is Country Kitchen Charm, which it has some great scenes that are good just for like year-round in general, like lots of pretty cozy kitchen scenes. But also there's some that are, I think, more seasonal, and so I'm gonna definitely enjoy it. This is still my vibe. I've been into puzzles more now. Like, that's something that I've been getting back into this year. It is great sometimes to just be able to focus on putting something together that's not too difficult. Sometimes I can just turn on an audiobook and listen while I'm like fiddling away. So this one is not too hard. It is The Fairy Tale Shop, and it's art by Maxine V. It's only 250 pieces, and I just think that I saw this and I was like, oh, that is super cute. I love the book aesthetic too, like of the packaging. That definitely caught my eye. And it being 250 pieces, it'll be something that I can easily do over an afternoon. The item of itself isn't quite fall vibes, but I got one of those like miniature craft kits. This is a miniature sweet cafe. I saw it at TJ Maxx. Well, at first I saw the chocolatier and I thought that was cute, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna get bored and not do it. And then I saw this and I'm like, this is perfect because once I'm done with it, I can display it. And while this cafe doesn't particularly give me fall vibes, it does have that cozy feel to it. And I think it would be a great piece to display in the living room on the coffee table once I'm done. This, they said, promises hours of fun. So it's going to be a challenge definitely to put together. But I think it'll be fun to just do it some weekends during the fall. This was my early fall gift to myself because I haven't bought a sheet set yet this year, and I just love the print on here. I usually try and buy a couple of new sheets a year, get rid of some of the old ones, and I don't have a Halloween themed one, so I thought this was super cute and I can't wait to put it on. One of my obsessions this year has been doing my nails. I've gotten really into press-ons, and right now I'm wearing the Glamnetic in Burgundy Chrome, which I think are cute. They definitely give witchy vibes. Now, the actual chrome part, I feel like it looks amazing the first couple of days, and then it starts to wear off, which it's doing right now. So it's not as like glamorous as it was a few days ago. But I have some other ones too that I have been buying and putting aside for the fall that I can't wait to try out. So this one is Glamnetic in Maple Glaze. It is quite a light, like beigey nude, so I'm not sure if this is going to work because I usually don't wear colors like this. I think since I haven't opened it yet, I'm going to like lay it up against my fingers, and if I don't like it, I will end up gifting it to a friend. But I did think it looks cute for fall. This is the B-Tart soft gel press-ons, and this is in Poison. That like cool like purple. I thought it looks very witchy. It's great for Halloween. I definitely see myself putting this on in October. These are the Kiss Core in Apple Blossom. I have tried these before. They do look beautiful. So I'm thinking that this might go with my Halloween costume this year. These are Nail Reformation, and I believe this shade is called Apple Cider. So these are a little bit darker than Maple Glaze, and they have this really cool cat eye shift to them that I think is going to be perfect for September. These are Celebrity Tips in Cinnamon Powder. They're a really nice brown that I think are going to be great Thanksgiving nails, and I love the shift. These are Glamnetic. They are medium coffin style in Rosy Remains. So I bought these because they were on sale, and I'm just like, obviously these are Halloween ones. I actually can see myself doing a video for October with these. As far as makeup, the Lip Bars Liquid Matte Lipstick in Mastermind is the perfect vampy red for me. I bought it and I thought it was everything, and I am still obsessed with it. And then I love a good orange, and this is the Revlon Color Stay Suede Ink in the shade In the Money. So I got this one a couple of years ago, and it is such a great shade. I rock this quite often, and it is nice and matte while still remaining a very strong color. Like, staying power on this one is great, so it is one that I will continue to run to every fall. Yiva Expressions Alt Palette, I bought it and it has become one of my faves. It has such great shades to it. Like the blacks here, definitely variety. and it has like a nice white here that I love to dip into, some good silvers. I get so much usage out of this palette when I'm going for darker looks. So this is Oma Beauty's Carnival palette, and this brand definitely isn't what it used to be anymore, between it getting sold and then picked up by this private home equity firm and the founder having this like mysterious tragic death. Like, it kind of put a damper on the brand, and I definitely won't be buying anything else from them. But I got this towards the end of 2023, and then I held on to it and didn't use it for like a year because I was just like, I'm waiting for the right time. And while the mattes in here are not my favorite, it does have these awesome shimmers. And why I say it's perfect for fall is because like these are my tones. These colors are perfect. So this particular one right here, this red, I love this red for the fall. You put it over some brown, like this dark brown over here, and it really pops. And I love this gold. This gold, perfection. I actually have it on my inner eye corner now. And then this one over here, this like orangey goldish color, I love this one too. It is also on my eye today. Like, I use this eyeshadow palette to create today's look, and I am just obsessed with the look. This one is from a discontinued brand called Colored Rain, and it is their Rose Garden palette, which I got for like I think $2.50, and it was definitely worth it. So these are some great, more neutral tones with some pops of color for the fall. I love, love, love this green over here. It's so good. And I love these flaky golds. Like we have a bronze rose and a golden rose, and I love to put them over. It looks like they just pop so much. And then we have our chestnut rose, chocolate rose, and rosewood mattes that, like, these are such pigmented, smooth, buttery mattes. Like, I put them on and I don't have to put like a special primer underneath to make the colors show up how they look in pan. I got this one for the holidays last year, and I have been loving it this year, and I think I'm especially going to love it for the fall and spooky season. This is Bad Witch Club by Gimme Glow, and it opens up like a little book, which I like. But these tones, this color story is witchy goodness. So I'm not the biggest watcher of TV. However, when I get into a show, I like narrow in on it and become obsessed with it. So I don't have any movies or anything that I wanted to add to my watch list for fall, but I do have a couple of TV shows. So the first one is Trolls, which is a show that I watched when I was a kid, and I remember being obsessed with it. It was like these trolls, and they had magic powers, and they had these spell phones, and I just thought it was super fun back in the day. I remember really enjoying it. I used to watch it on Saturday mornings. But again, it's been so long since I've seen it. I thought it would be really fun to go watch something that was a blast from the past. I also have Teen Titans on this list. I have seen episodes of Teen Titans, but I never watched it from start to end. My dad used to watch Teen Titans. Like, I used to remember him watching Teen Titans. And I have been like in a DC Comics mood for over a month now, where I've been watching all this stuff in the DCAU. So I figure I need to add Teen Titans to my watch list. Supernatural Academy. This keeps coming up for me on Tubi as something that I must watch. And not gonna lie, it does sound kind of fun. It does sound kind of cool. So I immediately added it to my fall watch list. And then Being Human UK version. So 2 years ago during fall, I decided to watch Being Human US version in its entirety. But I had never really watched Being Human US when it was on TV. I had watched Being Human UK years and years ago with my mom when I was younger. But again, because I was younger watching it, I don't remember a ton about it. And so I've been saying for a couple of years now, I just need to sit down and binge Being Human UK version. It'll basically be like watching it with fresh eyes at this point. Like, I understand the basis of it. It's a vampire, a werewolf, and a ghost all living together in the same house trying to be human. I think this one is supposed to be more humorous than the US series. The US series was like hit and miss for me. Some seasons it was alright, some seasons they were extra whiny. So I've heard the original, the UK version is so much better, and I'm curious to see how they compare. So again, consider this like my fall guide. Got some books, we've got some makeup, we've got some TV, we've got some activities I'm excited for. What are you excited about when it comes to fall 2026? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you don't have anything to comment, leave me an apple emoji, because apple is the best flavor of fall. And if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!